So so talking about the Qigong, it should all be Qigong, but what makes it Qigong is leading with the mind. So they say that you lead with the intent, with the mind, which is called E. The Qi follows the E, the mind and intent, and the blood follows the Qi. So blood also represents your physical body. Yeah. So to practice that, you can do a meditation just to practice that. Meditating, and just to remind you, when a lot of people learn, I remember being young and going to judo class, and that was one of my first introductions to meditation. And sensei, the teachers would say, clear your mind, right? They yell, clear your mind, empty your mind, right? And we'd have to do, sit on our feet, right, in really hard postures. And, being what, 11, 12, 15, young adolescents, male adolescents, right? Who can clear their mind? Impossible. And nobody can really clear their mind, right? So many people give up on meditation. And it took me years to understand it and have teachers explain it a little differently. But now what I tell people is, you don't clear your mind to meditate. You meditate to clear your mind. Okay? Fong Ha helped to turn on the light bulb when he said, only a dead man can think of nothing. So the best you can do is think of one thing. And what I realize now, one thing can be huge, right? So, for instance, if you're the president of the IOC planning committee, right, the International Olympics, right, or if you're the head of the Japan Olympic Committee, planning the Olympics is one thing, right? But it has so many moving parts to it that any other distractions, right, takes away from that. So one thing can be literally be one thing, one thought, or it can be one event, right? So what you're trying to do is, when you meditate, you calm yourself down, you close your eyes a lot of times when you do this kind of meditation. And as you relax, you kind of you basically trick your subconscious into like that sleep state. So your subconscious starts to open up, but you're awake. And really what you're doing is like dreaming. So when you dream, right, you go to sleep, you have no control over your conscious state. So your subconscious opens up, all these things come out, you have all these weird dreams, right? They all blend together, and you don't even know where some of these thoughts come from, right? Throughout the day, you have constant distractions, and you just shove them on the side, right? And some of those things you don't even remember shoving to the side, but we push them down into our subconscious, and we forget about it. So at night, we fall asleep, subconscious opens up, these things bubble back up, and then they go back down, and we wake up. We never let them go. We never release them. So when we start to meditate, as you relax, your subconscious opens up, and all of these things come out. So as you have distractions, you just acknowledge them, and that's how you let them go. So if you were to do meditation for a week, every day for a week, right, the first 2 or 3 days, right, everything just starts exploding. It's really hard to hold meditation. As you start releasing these things out of your subconscious, it's not forgetting them, but releasing them out of your subconscious, then less and less things bubble out. So somewhere between the 3rd and 5th day, you start to be able to hold hold this meditation periods longer and longer for extended periods, right? Because you don't have the distractions. Distractions external, you hear the dog barking, TV, acknowledge them and just bring yourself back to the practice. Yeah. So that's a little bit about meditation first. Okay. But anyway, getting back to the Qigong. So if you have distractions, acknowledge them. But just sit there, right? Sit quietly and gently close your eyes and imagine your spine, so you can feel your spine from your tailbone, right, through your lumbar, your thorax, all the way up to the cervical. Relax your breathing, right, let all the tension go. Constantly remind yourself to relax. And then slowly imagine your spine turning. So just imagining your spine turning one way, and then release it and it turns the other way. And you can imagine the muscles on the side of your spine that you're controlling those muscles, and those muscles are grabbing your spine and twisting them one way and the other way. Okay? So you're just using your intent, your E. And then time it with your breathing. So as you breathe in, they're turning one way. As you exhale, you release them. And you breathe in and they turn the other way, and you exhale and you release, and just go back and forth. Okay? So relax, totally relax. You have to let everything go, all the tension go. And don't make your face intense. Just relax and smile to yourself. But imagine the spine twisting and releasing, and twisting and releasing. And time it with your breath. And if you don't feel anything physically happening, don't worry about it. You just keep doing this, and eventually you start to feel your spine grabbing. You start to feel it turning. You start to feel the muscle grabbing and moving. So even though you're not physically turning, right? So this is a simple exercise to train and develop the Qigong. So the Qigong again is leading with the mind, right? So thinking, using your imagination, and just relaxing so the energy flows. It follows the intent, the Qi flows, and then you'll feel it. Then the blood will follow that, and you'll feel it move. Okay? So from there, right, from just learning to feel that, then you can allow, once you feel it turn, then allow your body to turn and follow that movement. And then relax, think, release, then feel it and let your body move. So you start physically moving from side to side, but you have to do it slowly, leading with the mind and feeling that turn coming, and then letting your body follow that and wrap. And then when you exhale, just releasing everything and then letting it grab and turning to the side again. So you have to do this slowly. If you do it fast, then you lead with the physical, and you won't develop that subtle skill, and you won't be able to feel that subtle skill coming out. And while you're doing it, you have to remind yourself, relax the neck, relax the waist, so just following whatever is turning. And then this goes back to Sung, to relaxing. So Sung is relaxing the joints, opening and loosening the joints, relaxing the muscles, letting everything go so that it can follow that feeling, it can follow the movement. So yeah, it's very opposite from the way we normally learn how to move. It's very subtle. And then eventually slow becomes fast from there. Okay, so that's just a little exercise, just a little mind exercise, and that's mindfulness, right? They talk about, oh, Qigong Taichi is mindfulness, it's focusing, but that's also meditation. It becomes moving meditation. So meditating is thinking of one thing. So meditating, you first clear your mind, acknowledge all the distractions, let them go, and eventually you'll be able to just focus on that one thing for long extended periods, yeah, from there. All right, bring the hands up, run through the whole set, and then we'll do some other things. We'll figure out something to do, teacups or silk reeling, or just breaking apart movements. All right. So we start with Wuji, right? Just gently closing your eyes and relaxing into perfect posture. Right, so we begin with that meditation, that meditative state. The only intent is to let everything go and to be calm and still. So you practice this on your own. You can hold this Wuji as long as you need to do it. So slowly open your eyes. Slowly, as you open your eyes, feel that thread pulling and suspending from the top, from the giri-giri. Relax the chest, relax the stomach, relax the hips and the waist, and gently press the legs into the earth. Heavy falling into the earth while you open your eyes. Expand your palms. Be aware of the center of the palm and start to hold that energy between your palms. And then as you begin with breathing in. So commencement, breathing in, picking up the ball and introducing it to your heart. Remember to think of that sun inside of your chest, warm and cool. Relax and let go of all the tension in your body so you can expand while you're relaxing, or relax while you're expanding. Number 3, come back to your heart, do open and close. Number 4, single whip, turn to your right, press the ball and open. Relax the shoulders, follow the hand and keep on turning. Number 5, one sao, hands waving like clouds, or cloud hands. Again, remind yourself to let all the tension go. Body is upright, turning right around the spine. Use your mind to turn and pull the spine. Let the body follow. Use the mind to turn, grab those muscles on the side of the spine, the paraspinal muscles. Release and grab and pull those muscles so your body turns the other way. And one more time, and we'll finish on the right side. As you come back, start bringing the hands back to center. Turn a little bit to your left, and then center. One open and close. Tilt the sternum up. Then repeat on the left side. Turn and press and open. Follow your right hand. And the left hand starts dropping into one sao, coming in and out. Drop your shoulders, relax your breath. Project your eyes just over your center finger, your middle finger, scanning the horizon. Turn your waist all the way 45 degrees if you can. Use your mind to pull the muscles, turn the muscles, causing your spine to turn. And finish on the left side. Palms come back to center, turn a little bit to the right, and then reset center. One, open and close. Moving on, brushing the knee. Turn to your right, slide your right hand up to your ear, to breathing in. Drop the palm and exhale. Brushing the left knee. Drop the palms so they face each other, turn a little bit more to the left, and then all the way to the right. The left hand comes forward, the right hand comes back. Hold the ball. The right hand under the left elbow while turning 45 degrees, and then parry right, switch, and parry left, or shooting palm. Flip the left hand over, under the right, turn all the way 45 and breathe in and grab fist. And exhale and let your right fist come straight up to the height of your throat, and then release both palms in the center. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, roll back, gather. Collect at your lower dantian, then tilt your sternum up. Double palms pushing the mountain. Release the wrist and draw them back to the heart. Do a Qigong. And then we'll repeat on the left side. Turning, rising the left hand to the ear, breathing in and exhaling. Lift the sternum as you brush the knee. Palm center, turn a little bit more, and then turn all the way to the left. Right hand coming out. And fold and shoot the left palm under the right elbow, 45. And shooting palm or parry. Lift and fall, washing through the arms. The right palm's going to flip over. Turn the waist all the way 45. Breathe in and grab fists. Exhale. Let the left fist rise to the height of your throat. The right catches up, center. Then open. Rolling back. Gathering. Double palm pushing the mountain. Breathing in and out. Okay, moving to the next form. We're starting with brush knee from the left side. Breathing in and out, and then transitioning to leisurely tying the coat. The right hand comes in and then out. And then turn and come down right to the center. Drop your elbow and rise right under your chin. Fingertips touching and pushing out. Then big circle. Let the whole upper body spin and follow. Both palms facing the front. Then release and hold the ball at the heart and do a Qigong. And then we'll repeat on the right side. So turn, start with a brush knee, hands rising to the ears, breathing in, fingertips dropping, then out, lower hand sweeping the leg, top palm pressing towards the chest, fold into the right, left hand sneaks in, and then out, both hands wiping down right in the center, then in towards the body, drop the shoulder, drop the elbows, left palm lifts right under the chin, right fingertips push the left palm forward, and right fingertips push and cause a circle. Drop your shoulders, drop your palms, both palms swivel to the front, and then release. And Turn to your right, and then open. Drop your right hand. Turn your body a little so the lower palm hooks, and then turn back to center. Bottom hand holds a fist, and keep on turning until the left elbow is over the fist. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, turn your waist and let that fist come out, and then release. Then fold it up and turn to your right. Repulse monkey right, and brushing knee. Then turn your palms to the center. Left hand up, right hand down. Repulse monkey left. Breathing in. Fingertips. Lift the sternum. Repulse monkey right. Third time. Breathing in and out. Lift the sternum. Leisurely tying the coat. Fold into the right. Left hand sneaks in. Palm comes up. Center. Both palms wipe down. In towards the body. Drop your shoulder. Drop your elbow. Turn your left palm up and lift. And the right fingers push out. Then big circle. Big spiral. Palms facing the front, right in front of the heart. One Qigong. And then last time, repeat on the left side. Single whip, open. The left hand starts to fall, and you turn your waist so the bottom hand hooks in. Then turn back to center. Bottom fist face, holding the fist. Right elbow over, so you have to turn, fold and unfold, and then turn and short punch to the belly button, and then raise the left hand. Repulse monkey, left side, breathing in and then out, brushing the knee. Lift the sternum. Repulse monkey right, breathing in, brushing the knee, lift the sternum. And last time, repulse monkey left, breathing in, brush and press and tilt the sternum up. Leisurely tying the coat. Leave your left hand there. Fold into your left. Right hand sneaks inside, and then palm comes out. Both palms wiping down by the knees. Then drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, come up right under the chin. Fingertips connecting. The left fingertips push the palm out, and the left fingertips cause that circle. Just go with that. Drop to the height of your heart. Both palms swivel to the front. Then release. Do one more Qigong breath. Drop your elbows and shoulders, palms to the front, and breathing in. Lift the sternum. Double hands pushing mountain. And then gently let them fall. Release the shoulders, elbows, wrist, palm, fingertips. Take your time letting everything go. Bring your feet back and loosen up your legs. Right? Loosen up your body. So that that leisurely tying the coat. The backhand, when you're pushing out, right? The energy comes from the back fingers, and the front palm follows, pushes it out. And then that circle movement, again, the circle movement comes from that backhand pushing the palm and creating that circle. So this palm just follows that movement. It follows that. As you come back, it starts to turn, so the palm comes back. And come a little closer. So you can see that a little better, right? So the back finger is going to push that out. It's about the height of the throat, collarbone, and then the backhand is going to push and make a circle, right? So we're going to push and make a circle. So the front hand, so you let the body turn, right? So the body listens to the backhand, it's going to turn, and then the top hand starts to turn, so the fingers will face back, like holding a serving tray. But when the fingers are faced back, the body has to be turned to the side. Okay? So in other words, if I face you, my fingers, if I'm facing you, my fingers don't face back. Right? They face to the side. But if I turn my body, right, and I turn a little bit more, then my fingers face back. So it's all relative, right? So you don't do this extreme turn like this, right? It's just turning a little, and it's the body has to turn, and from here, then it drops down. Drop it, because we're going to end up at a heart Qigong. So you don't want to be way high like this. So just slow. Right? You can see it's no higher than my shoulder, probably a little lower than my shoulder. It comes in. As I turn back, the palm's going to turn. So as I come here, the palm's rotating. As I turn back, now this palm is facing front. The back hand, as I come here, as I turn back to the front, I want to swivel that palm forward. Right? So it goes from flat to swiveling forward. As you swivel this palm forward, relax the shoulder, relax the elbow. So it's just the hand kind of sweeping. It's just the palm sweeping a little. So by the time I end back to the front, my palm is facing forward. So right here, swivels forward, both palms are now facing forward, right? It doesn't have to be perfectly flat like this, right? Just so it sweeps a little. Okay, so it's angled down a little, that's fine. Okay? So lead with the back, and let the whole upper body, because we're sitting on the chair, let the whole upper body make a nice big spiral. Right? And then drop everything in place and come to here. And it's really close to my body. Right? I want to end up right over here. If you come out further away, then just draw your hand back in. Right? As you refine the movement, right, it'll start to end up right here. For people who are worried about application, sure, depending on what the person does, your hand might travel more. But you want to feel and have it end right perfect. It's efficiency of movement from there. Okay, so that's leisurely tying the coat. The other one. Yeah. So leisurely tying the coat, right? That's the spiral part of that. That's a spiral part of that. The repulse the monkey in the last section, right, is one hand up, one hand down. So this hand, it rises, and then the elbow drops, and then it folds, right? And then it's going to turn and press out, but it just folds. And it's just doing one side and the other. So you lift the hand, the thumb is about the height of the shoulder, relaxed, and then drop the elbow. As you drop the elbow, the palm folds in. Yeah. So it folds in like this. So it has a nice round movement from here, right? It just folds right over here. So from the brush knee, I'm going to turn. Right? Palms will turn, and the bottom hand will rise. Right? The top hand will fall. The top hand will wash through the arm, through the forearm. And I'll turn my waist, drop it down, drop my palm, lead with my fingertips, and brush the knee on one side. Then the palms turn to center, relax. The bottom hand rises. The top hand washes down, right? Washes down. Fingertips, and then brush the knee. Right? And it's just going back and forth. So let this hand wash through, right? That's our 5 elements. That's incorporating our 5 element Qigong. And as you expand, tilt the sternum up. So right here, you're a little bit rounded, tilt the sternum up. Right? And it's not lifting the shoulders, it's just tilting the sternum up. And tilting the sternum up is the easiest, fastest way to straighten your posture. So when you're outside, when you're sitting down, when you're outside walking, Right? We don't realize how many of us are just relaxed and hunched over, especially if the psoas and everything is tight, right? But if you remind yourself, oh, tilt the sternum up, right? That brings the hips forward. It just straightens out my posture right away. Relax everything, but tilt the sternum up. Yeah. It's funny, I say this, and then this Ortho Sports sends out blasts out an email, and it's about tilting the sternum up. So they show a little arrow coming up, and it's like, you don't want it like this, right? You want it like this. And it's just a simple way of correcting your posture. Okay. All right. So just a little quick thing about that. All right, there you go. Okay. Okay, so let's end with a little teacup movement. So if you have a ball, or you can have something on the side, something small to hold, and we can move into that. But the teacup movement will help to exercise our wrist, right, and develop our wrist and get a nice little stretch from here. So I'll come a little closer so you can see that from there. Okay, so the general teacup movement, and you can do it standing or seated if you want. Right? So start with two sides coming through, turning, come up. They can cross and then scoop. And dropping down through the back, turning and scooping. So if I turn sideways, right, it just drops and turns here. Elbows drop and then it scoops. Okay, so seated or standing, I'll do the teacup movement. As I come through the body, I'm just gently letting it rub and cut across my body. Yeah, you have all your meridians. So just relax and imagine it cutting across all these meridians, stimulating the whole body. And just imagine you're carrying a nice little bubble or ball or teacup, coconut, mango. Nice ripe mango that if you drop it, splat. Yeah. So drawing back and forward. So you can remain seated or you can do standing. Okay. Right, so turn, right, if I turn to the side, right, you can see I don't pull my arms way back like this, right? They just come back and they flare out a little. Drop the shoulder, drop my elbow. Yeah, and I'm letting it cut across right above my hips. So you can consider this like a warm-up for the teacups. And then come forward. So teacups are only two movements basically, backwards or forwards. If you're standing, knees are bent, right? Hips are relaxed. Okay. So shooting forward and turning outwards and then scooping and scooping. Always imagine you're carrying something. Fingertips are lightly stretched. Hey, let's do teacups. Where are you going? Yeah. So when I come forward, it always reminds me of swimming, right? Coming back and catching the water, right here. If you're standing, you can, be loose. Feel the joints bending. Right? It can be a small bend, but relax. Yeah? Come through the waist. So you can make these circles with your wrist and palms tight or relaxed, depending on what kind of training you want. Okay, and again, come back. So 1, 2, 3, and then come forward, double palms, 1, 2, 3, and then come back again, 1, 2, 3, and then come forward. And if you're standing or seated, relax the bottom of your feet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then just do either your right or left hand. I'm just going to call the side I'm doing, but don't worry if you're right or left hand. So I'm doing my right side back. 1, 2, and because I'm doing one side, I can turn my waist a little bit more. 3, okay, and then I'll come forward. 1, I'm turning my waist, and 3. So letting the waist wiggle and turn. Then I'm going to do my left hand. 1. Right. And like I said, don't worry if you're doing right or left hand. Just alternating. And then come forward. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to switch back to my right hand, going back. 3 times back. Just take your time and try to make it continuous as you learn the movement, and then 3 times forward. And if I miscount, I apologize now. So even coming forward, let it brush a little, then I switch to the other hand. Right, so creating your drills is easy. Just break the movement down and do left, right, back and forward. Okay, then forward. And then you can go back and repeat movements from there. Okay, so I'm going to do double hand. 1, 2, 3, and double hand forward. Rising, turning out. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go back to single hand. Right hand back. 1, 2, drop the shoulder, drop the elbow. 3, then rising, still on the right hand, on my right hand. Okay, again, don't worry if you're doing right or left. Okay, then I'm going to switch, go back. 1, 2, letting it rub against my body. 3, and forward. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so relax a little. Yeah, shake everything out. So if you're standing, you might feel your body going back and forth. Right? You might feel this kind of movement. Let your relax your joints. So you have that kind of movement. You might feel your body going back and forth. Okay, so we just look at going back first. Okay. So drawing back, you want to turn your body. Right, so it doesn't matter seated or standing. I want to turn the body and just extend the hand away. Right? So I'm going to turn the body and flick the hand out. So we're going to extend the movement a little. And as I turn to the front, turn the palm out. So my palm is facing away from me. Drop the shoulder and then bring it back. Draw it back, straight back. Drop the elbow and drop the shoulder and let it scoop. And then turn to the front. Okay, so making the teacup movement larger. So I turn, it folds against my body, comes out, I turn, and now as I come here, I'm extending my arm. So and come here, I want to drop my shoulder and extend my arm, open the joints, and then draw it straight back, right in front of my face. I'm turning and turning. It scoops out and then back down. Okay, so turn, the hand comes out, turn, the palm faces away, then draw it back to me and turn right in front of my face, drop my elbows, and as I turn, the edge of my palm cuts straight out, rises. Okay, so I'll turn sideways a little. Comes back, turn, come back, turn, and as I turn, it comes out. If I don't turn my waist, then my hand can't go out. Okay, so. And extend. Okay. So if I do my left hand, same thing, turn, right? My palm is facing you, turn and fold, jaws across my face, drop my shoulder and elbow. As I turn, it extends. Drop it back. Okay, that's one cycle. Drop the shoulder and elbow and back. Turn and come back. Okay, so facing you again. Turn, extend. Relax the shoulder and elbow and extend. Let it stretch and then fold and then unfold. That's how I drop my shoulder and elbow, extend. So nice large movement. Take the teacups really nice and large in this movement. And extend. Do one more, and I'm going to switch to my left hand. So as I come here, I'm going to switch to my left. Extend, and draw, come out, drop, turn the waist, turn your waist, turn your waist, turn, fold into your hand, drop and turn, and let the turn push your hand out. Do one more time. And out. Okay, and bring it back to center. Relax. And then I'm going to rise. So my right hand, I'm going to turn my waist and rise. Right, so as I turn, I'm going to extend. I'm making it, the circle's big now. And turn my waist. It's going to bring my hand back. It's going to scoop. I'm going to turn. As I turn, it comes forward. And then I turn. And then it comes through my waist. And keep on turning. My hand will extend. Turn my waist. Brings the hand back. And then drop my elbow. It scoops. Turn. My hand opens. Right, turn. Spirals down and through my waist. Start again. Turn. Extend. Turn. Comes around. It starts to scoop. Turn my waist. Turn my waist. Turn my waist one more time on the right, and then I'm going to switch to my left. So turn the waist. So let it rest here. And I'm going to turn to my right as my left hand comes out. Turn. My left hand scoops. Turn. It opens. Turn. It comes back. And turn comes back through my waist. Rising as I'm turning. Turn. Turn, shoulder and elbow down, turn, spiraling down and rising up, turning, 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 turning one more time, rising. And as you get used to the movement, right, you notice that your palms are constantly turning and spiraling. Okay. All right, so relax. Okay. Just do a few loose double, back, and then forward. So always remind yourself, there's only two movements, back and forward. Always remind yourself, simplify it to just that, and then you do the rest, okay? All right, so ready? Okay, so we'll start here, okay? So we'll just do some drills and then we'll see how far we can take us. What time is it? Oh, yeah, so we'll just end with this. All right, so I'm going to start with my right hand, but again, don't worry if you're right or left, yeah? So I'm going to go back, back, back. I'm going to switch to my left hand, back, turning my waist. Have that nice swimming kind of motion. Then I'm going to switch and come forward, forward. One more time, and then switch to my left, forward. It's going to come forward and forward and forward. And I'm going to switch back to my right. Going to do the same thing. Back first. 1, 2. Turning my waist, 3, switch, and rising. 1, 2, 3. Then switch to my left hand, going back first. 1, 2, 3, and then rising. So if you let your waist turn, you'll feel that little change of direction. And 3. Okay? All right, and then we'll do singles. So instead of 3 reps, we'll just do 1. So 1 back, and then 1 forward. Okay, try that again. Right hand, 1 back, and then 1 forward. Okay, one more time. 1 back, and then 1 forward. Okay, now switch to my left. 1 back, and 1 forward. 1 back, and then 1 forward. Okay, one more time. 1 back, and 1 forward. Okay, easy, right? Okay, so staying on the singles, we're going to go 1 back, okay, 1 forward, and now I'm going to switch left. 1 back, and 1 forward. Okay, switching back to my right. 1 back, and then forward. And then I'm going to switch hand back, and then come forward. And then I'm going to switch hand back and forward. So if I get this on YouTube, right, you can slow it down, or you can just repeat whatever segment you want from there. Okay? All right. So I'm just kind of showing you the example of how to do it. Okay? And then now we're just going to go 1, I'm going to go 1, 1, and then right, switch, and switch. I'm going back and forth again. So I'm starting with my right, back, forward, switch hands, back, and forward, switch hands, back, and forward, switch hands back, and forward, and one more time. Right hand back, right hand forward, left hand back, left hand forward. The more confused you are, the more fun it becomes. Right hand back, right hand forward, left hand back, left hand forward. Okay, so just relax. Okay. And we're just going to jump to the final stage because we're really out of time, right? So what we really want to do is really mess with your brain and stimulate your brain, get that whole brain thinking. Right? The whole brain, as I reminded you, is you want to stimulate the left and right hemisphere, but you can't just have symmetrical movement. That's too easy for your brains, right? Swinging both hands, right? They have to do opposite. And that's a little bit more complicated, but that's still easy, right? So you have to do upper and lower opposite direction, right? So if the right hand is moving, then the left leg has to move. Then you really have to start thinking, right? But if the left and right and up and down are moving in opposite directions, oh, that's when your brain really has to think, okay? So with your hand here, right? Right hand back, left hand forward, right? So right hand back, left hand forward, right? So now we're doing not necessarily the top and bottom, but we're doing opposites and opposite movements, rising and falling. So you do have kind of that up and down, right? So right hand back, left hand forward. Let the back hand turn. Let the right top hand scoop, and then turn your body. Right? So now the right hand is in the front. So the right hand continues to scoop. The left hand scoops from the back. As you turn back to the front, the bottom hand comes back to the waist. The top hand drops back into place. Okay, So do that again. Right hand back. So I turn to my right, left hand rising. Okay. And here, I'll turn first. So I'll turn. So right hand in the front, then the right hand scoops up, the left hand scoops back, comes back to the waist. Right? Right hand back. Yeah. Left hand rising, turn the body. Right hand scoops, left hand back to the waist. Yeah. Right hand back, left hand rising, turn. The hand scoop. One at a time, we're together, and come back, and then continue. Turn. And remember, this is just breaking the movement down. So when you turn the palms, right, can alternate and change a little bit. But just separate in different directions. So one forward, one back. Turn the whole body. And then turn the palms and come back to center. Do one more time, right hand back. Turn. Yeah, it really forces you to turn the waist and come back. Okay? All right, relax. And then we switch. So left hand back, right hand forward. Turn the body. Right? Scoop, teacup, teacup. Come back to center. Right? Left hand back, right hand forward, turn the body, teacup, teacup, come back to center. Right? Left hand back, right hand forward, teacup, turn, teacup, teacup, and come back. Do one more time. Left hand back, right hand forward, turn, teacup, and back. Okay? So as you get used to it, the teacups will come continuously, but break it apart so you can see what's happening. Okay? And basically, you want to get it continuous, and then you want to switch, right? You want to really mess with your mind, and you want to feel that churning in your body. Okay? So if we go right hand back, left hand forward, right? Right hand back first, turn, teacup, teacup, and back, and then we switch. So left hand back, right hand forward, turn, teacup, teacup. Okay, then we switch right hand back, turn, teacup, teacup, and then left hand back. Right, so we're just alternating. Yeah, from there. And then switching right hand back, turn, and turn. Right? And then I don't know if you can see it, it's right, my hands are constantly actually turning, so the teacup is becoming continuous, right? So as I come here, I'm actually teacupping already and turning. But when you break down the movement, just do what makes sense for you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thanks, Susie. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, I know I'm going over time a little bit. Have a nice time, Susie. Thank you again. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just demo different angles, what it will look like. Right? You do it slow. Right? So if I'm facing this way, right? One hand back, one hand forward. I'm already teacupping, right? Switching, and then turn the other way. Right? And then turn. Yeah. And then turn. So break it apart. If you get all like, oh, your brain is twisted, relax, and then remind yourself, wait, one is back, one is forward, right? Break apart the movement and slowly work up into that drill. Yeah? And then we did it standing, but then you could walk in a circle, right? So you could be just walking while you do the teacups. So I could be walking back and forward while I do the teacups, right? So you're walking, 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 right? One at a time, we're doing both. You're just walking in a circle, okay? All right. And If you have an object, right, you could do the teacups with an object, holding something, right? You're holding something, you'll change it a little bit, and it'll change your idea and how you do it. If it's something a little bit heavy, like an ankle weight, right, then you're going to do more muscle development, right? But just the twisting, if the more twisting you do, will develop and stretch your musculature. All right. So let's close. Miss Chin, let's close. Don't run away. Let's close over here. Come back to the front. Bring your chair close, please. Okay, so legs extended. Sit a little farther away. Bring the hands up. Yeah. So let's center yourself. Remember to bring your mind to your lower dantian. Lead with the intent. Think of the movement you want and just feel that energy flowing and following. And down. Just rest your hands on your lap. Relax your hip, your waist. Let all the tension go. Let everything go. Sung is relaxing, but more than just relaxing. It's letting things go. So your joints can open and they can stretch, right, with no blockage. Feel your lower belly rising and falling. Think of the cleanest energy you can breathe in. Think of that small little flame flickering and glowing in your lower dantian. Remember the sun in your chest, warm and cool, connected to the sun in the sky, connected to the sun in everybody else's chest and heart. Slowly open your eyes, rub your hands together, relax your legs. Yeah. So when when you need to leave early, you can, if you can remember, try to leave maybe 5 minutes earlier so you can do these warm-ups on your own. Yeah, so you can close your own session. Yeah, nicely. Okay, comb, brush your hair, fingertips. Okay, tapping. This must work a little bit because my hair hasn't gone 100% white yet. And every so often, I'll pull out a white hair and I'll go, oh shoots, it's turning black again. Oh, and I can't put it back inside. And then that's always a fascinating thing to me about the biology of your body, right? The hair can turn white, but it can turn black again. Oh. I don't know, my computer is beeping. It's something to do with the USB drive. Yeah, on there. Okay, so make sure you get your kidneys. Yeah, so don't forget, smile to your body, right? With the Qigong is leading with the mind, the intent, right? Letting the Qi follow. And relax and smile. Yeah, see all my my computer is playing tricks on me right now. There. Okay, thank you everybody. Your right hand, right? Left hand, so right fist, left hand. Yeah, that's our salute. So you can yeah, you can unmute yourself. Susie has turned over the chat, the hosting to me. So if you want to talk or visit for a little while, you can just unmute and yeah, that's right. I'm gonna